Hi there, and welcome to this presentation on geofencing, creating a digital audience based on movement in the physical world. Just a bit about me. My name's Stephen Anson. I'm the Managing Director of Crooton. My background, I managed a UK job board for a number of years. And then more recently, I launched and managed a recruitment service for a UK publisher, and we were managing around 500 recruitment campaigns per month for various employers across the UK. Beginning of this year, I launched Crooton with my business partner. Probably not the best time to be launching a new recruitment business in light of COVID-19 and the lockdown. However, I feel very lucky that actually we had a really good start to the year. So we're feeling pretty positive about the opportunities for the business moving forward. So what do we do at Crooton? Our core business is offering a fully managed recruitment service. And we work across multiple sectors. So we'll take a brief from a client, we'll market that vacancy across various job boards, we'll use social media, we'll obviously use the geofencing, which I'm going to talk about today, and also have a team of resources who will actively search for candidates across various databases, with a view to providing a short list of great quality candidates that we feel confident that our clients will want to progress to the next stage of the recruitment process. In terms of geofencing, my business partner has been using and refining the use of geofencing within a product marketing space, and he's been working with clients such as Johnson & Johnson and Unilever for some time, and a few years ago won the Next Big Thing award at the AdTech Awards. But now we're having joined forces, we're looking at the potential applications of this technology within the recruitment sector. So an agenda for the session, I plan to give you a brief overview of geofencing. I suspect a number of you are quite familiar with the technology, others may not be so conversed with the tech. And then I'm going to cover off sort of the implementation, so how can geofencing work, and we'll look at the ad creative and the ad delivery. And then I've got a few case studies of campaigns that we've run for clients over the last few months. And then I'll finish off by talking through some potential applications of this technology within the recruitment sector as we see it. So what is geofencing? Well, essentially allows you to target an audience with intelligent display adverts, intelligent display ads. So you might want to target individuals working for particular organizations or companies. You may be looking to target students attending particular academic institutions, or you may want to target a trade event, so engineers attending a specific trade event. And with geofencing, you can continue to serve messages to the audience that you've identified for 28 days. So this slide simply just shows a geofenced area, so a green block there, and this is actually a big exhibition centre in central London that we've geofenced. And you can create a pool of candidates or an audience from those people entering that targeted area. So anybody walking into that green space, potentially you can target with a digital display ad. So how does that work? Well, a cell user enters that geofenced area, so that green block that we saw on the earlier slide, and that cell is then identified via location services and GPS. So we don't know who that person is, but we know that that particular cell has entered that space. And then you create an ad set and can push that message for the next 28 days to that device, not only when the user is within the space, but actually once they've moved outside that fence. And this technology allows us to target business locations. We're not looking to target residential areas. So we're targeting people who are working for a particular organisation or attending a trade event, as we said earlier. And that messaging can be customised, and you can capture relevant data around the ad delivery and engagement with that ad message. So again, this slide shows a fenced area, so sort of a stretched hexagon. So the geo-fenced area can be manipulated. So you can target down to the nearest meter. So that allows you to avoid capturing an audience which might be on the sidewalk passing a particular office location that you're looking to target. And what we can also do with geofencing is upload a data file, so addresses of multiple locations, and dynamically create geofenced areas for all of those addresses. That then allows you to, again, target an audience that moves into any of those geofenced areas. So this slide, lots of dots across the US. This is a campaign that my business partner ran for a motor dealership in the States. This motor dealer was looking to target other dealerships across the States. And we were able to very quickly upload a data file of addresses, and it automatically created those fences around those particular addresses, those locations. In terms of data capture and recency targeting, so if you're looking just to capture those people entering a fenced area within a particular time frame, so maybe you're looking to target based on office hours, then you can refine the data capture just down to those particular hours. And then in terms of the ad message and the delivery, you could target based on just those people who've entered those fenced areas within the last hour, the last day, or the last 28 days. So we've captured an audience, users entering these fenced areas. We can then layer on some keyword targeting. So maybe you only want to target those people within your audience who've searched for specific terms. So an example might be engineering jobs in Chicago. So you've got an audience of engineering companies in the US. You then want to just target those people who then search at some point engineering jobs in Chicago, and the ad delivery can be based on those two metrics. Okay, then on to the ad creation and delivery. So really you want to be able to create your ad message in every different ad size, because this then allows you to deliver that message to every device. And it also helps in terms of the media buying. So if you're able to serve in multiple formats, it means that your CPM rate will come down. So we've actually got a tool that allows you to create ads in multiple formats very quickly, so you don't have to go and resize everything. The system will allow you to do that. And we're also looking at now dynamically creating ads based on job inventory. So creating a template and then pulling through from a job feed details of the job vacancy, so a job title, a location, a salary, and a click through probably to a list, the full listing on a job board. Okay, so now I've got a quick explainer video which hopefully gives you probably a better insight into how this technology can work. Okay, so hopefully that video, I suspect, did a slightly better job of explaining how geofencing could work. Obviously that video was showing how the technology could be used to target potential candidates with details of a specific vacancy. So now I've got a few case studies from campaigns that we've run over the last few months. This first one was for a logistics company. We'd worked with a company before. They were looking for heavy goods vehicle drivers. They had a number of vacancies in the Cambridgeshire area in the UK. And typically these roles are quite difficult to fill. So when we've used other application or other means to generate applications in the past, we've struggled. So with this campaign, we identified a number of distribution sites in the area. I think it was 12 that we identified. So sites which had a large number of vehicles going in and out. And over a 2-3 week period, we're able to deliver an ad message with details of our client specific vacancy to people entering those geofenced areas. The client managed to hire 5 people from the campaign, and we identified that 4 of those 5 hires were generated from the geofencing. So 4 out of the 5 hires had seen that display message and clicked on the advert and gone through to our website where they were able to apply for the role. This second case study was for a client, one of our clients, food processing. They were opening a new warehouse. It was a slightly tricky role, although they were looking for multiple hires from this campaign, but they wanted people with experience of working in a similar environment. So again, we were able to identify a number of other businesses in the area where we suspected good quality candidates might be working. And again, over a 3-4 week period, we were able to serve a display ad to people entering those areas with a view to driving applications through to our website. And the click-through rate on this particular campaign was very high. So we were getting an average CTR of about 8.5%. Now, for a typical display campaign, you'd be looking at 0.5, 0.6%. So by focusing the message and actually getting the messaging right, so we played around with the creative, we were able to get a really good click-through rate, which led to a high volume of good quality applications through to this role. This third case study, actually it's not a campaign that's gone live yet, unfortunately. We were talking to a global energy company prior to lockdown, and unfortunately the campaign's been put on hold for the time being. We feel confident that post-lockdown and as restrictions start to ease, the client will want to run the campaign. But they were looking for sustainability specialists in a number of countries, the US, France, UK, Sweden and Japan. And we were looking to identify a number of locations for them in each country and then layer on some keywords. So we're looking to serve a message, a targeted message to people in each of those locations. What I've talked about in terms of the case studies up to now has been around targeting particular businesses that we've identified, but of course the technology can also be used in terms of targeting, a physical trade event. I appreciate there aren't many trade events going on at the moment, but sometime in the future we expect that sector to open up again. So if there is a a particular trade event that you'd like to target with a particular message. It might be a branding message. It might be about specific roles that you're looking to fill for your client. Then you can ring fence that event and target with a display message people entering into that space. So I touched on dynamic feeds a little earlier on. This is something that we're trialing at the moment. We actually operate a small job board called Social Care Jobs in the UK. And what we're doing is we're taking a feed of the 500-600 vacancies that we've got on that platform, and we're dynamically creating individual adverts by pulling through from that feed the job title, the location, the salary, and the URL of the vacancy on our website. So the idea being to serve that advert, people click on that advert and they're directed through to the full vacancy details on our website, where they can then go through and apply. So we've got we're dynamically creating lots and lots of adverts in multiple sizes as well. So 600 adverts multiplied by 8 or 9 different ad creatives in terms of ad sizes. That's quite a lot of ads, but we can do that very quickly. And then over here, we're geofencing lots of locations where we think relevant candidates might be working. So we've identified 14,000 addresses of businesses, and we've geofenced all of those locations. And what we're now going to do is map a specific vacancy and serve that to the relevant locations that were geofenced. So that might be a support worker role in Cambridge. We've identified 20 addresses in Cambridge. We'll then look to serve that display advert to people entering any of those 20 locations over a period. So I think there's a few potential opportunities there. Obviously for us, we want to generate additional applications for advertisers on the platform. And we think we can probably do that and deliver quite a good cost per application, so it makes sense for us. It of course allows us to access a passive job seeker audience, and it's also helping us build brand awareness of our own platform with our target market. So these ads are being delivered to, to care homes, to hospitals, etc. So we think it's gonna help develop our brand awareness within that market. We're also keen to see whether it will help us drive job seeker registrations, and hopefully it will drive ad revenue. So if the right audience is seeing our brand, then we're hoping that we can pick up some new clients in terms of businesses wanting to advertise on our platform. So there's some B2B and B2C opportunities we think from using this technology. Okay, and then just finally, in terms of reporting and insight, we can with this technology, you can pull out quite a lot of data, so we know what our CPM rate is going to be. We can identify conversion rates. So there's quite a lot of information that we hope to be able to gather from this particular test that we're running at the moment. So that's just about me and geofencing. If you are interested in finding out a bit more, then please drop me a line, and I'm more than happy to share some results from the test in terms of taking a job board feed and seeing how that converts with anybody who's interested over the next couple of months. Okay, thanks very much.